Welcome back, everyone. This has been a summer like no other. After months filled with plenty of questions, limited guidance, and not a little anxiety, we're ready to begin a new school year that will undoubtedly bring with it many challenges. I know you're probably nervous. I am too. I think that's normal whenever we're faced with any kind of new test, and this one is both unexpected and unprecedented. But I'm also confident in the road ahead. I'm confident because I know what you're capable of. I'm confident because I know the depth of your dedication to our students. I'm confident because time and time again, over these past 3 months, you've demonstrated your patience, your flexibility, and your resilience. The exact same qualities our students are going to need as they navigate the year ahead. I'm confident because you have a supremely talented support system behind you and your administrators and in the staff here at the administration building. I hope you'll lean on those supports when you have questions or need help. And please know that my door is always open. Together, we can and will make this work. Thank you for everything you've done to this point to ensure your students can succeed. Thank you for being here today and for making a difference in the lives of our students and families every day. Our family is stronger because of each of you. Have a healthy, happy, and fun school year, everyone. And now over to you, Bill.
Thanks, Brian. I would like to welcome you back to another school year also. This year, however, will be like nothing we've experienced before. First and foremost, I want you to be safe. We have diligently worked with the administration since March to create a working environment that protects the health and welfare of all of our students and you. Thank you to all who worked on the committees and subcommittees to achieve this goal. As we begin to navigate this uncharted territory, please speak to your building reps with any questions or concerns that may arise. No one expects perfection, just your willingness to help work through any issues. Our association faces a busy year ahead, with us entering collective bargaining and national, local, and association elections. We will need your help, so please volunteer. We will begin this year by going through a set of trainings based off of NEA's Leaders for Just Schools program. This will lead to difficult but necessary conversations. These discussions are meant to cause you to think about our community in a different way. Our students need us, so we will work hard to renew our commitment to them. As a community member and parent, I would like to be the first to thank you for doing all you do for the students of Erie's Public Schools.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the 2020-21 school year. I am Neil Brockman, the Executive Director of Operations and the school district's Pandemic Coordinator. Today we will be reviewing the board-approved health and safety plan, which is integral to us opening up this year, and it has a lot of information which everybody will need to know. Just so that everybody knows, this health and safety plan was not created in a vacuum. This following graphic that you're looking at now represents all of the individuals who assisted with its creation. As you can see, it was done with input from multiple stakeholder groups. The Pennsylvania Department of Education released the health and safety template in early June. All plans are broken up into 4 main areas. Those areas are cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting, and ventilation, social distancing and other safety protocols, monitoring students and staff health, and other considerations for students and staff. To ensure proper cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting, and ventilation, we have adopted the following things. We'll be implementing new cleaning checklists and procedures for this upcoming year. High-touched items in common areas in the hallways will be disinfected every 2 hours. Each building will be equipped with electrostatic sprayers to make the disinfecting process more efficient. There will be regular inspections of the building and how clean and sanitized it is by both building and district level supervisors. In addition, we will continuously train our cleaning staff with the updated guidance and any new protocols that come along. A district-wide ventilation study was conducted by mechanical engineers. Together with input from the engineers and the architects, a comprehensive plan has been created which has a list of recommended repairs that will make all of our buildings more efficient. In addition, building level engineers will be given specific instructions on how to adjust outside air dampers to increase the amount of airflow in any given building, increasing the fresh air within. We as a district have committed to adhering to all social distancing protocols as recommended by the CDC. And with that in mind, we are committed to the following things. Each classroom will be set up to account for 6 feet of social distancing between students with all desks facing forward. The 6 feet of social distancing will also be enforced between students and staff. The district will be minimizing the use of cafeterias and other congregate settings as to not allow large gatherings of individuals. Meals will be served from the cafeteria. However, students will not use the cafeteria to eat. Instead, they'll be eating in their rooms. Ensuring our students know appropriate hygiene practices, which include hand washing, covering one's face when they cough or sneeze, and the proper placement of face masks or face shields will need to be reinforced. Temperature screenings of all individuals who enter the school building will be completed. In addition, we have made available hand sanitizing stations throughout each of our buildings, in addition to hand soap. For many of our younger students, scheduling a time for hand washing is going to be encouraged. The water fountains in each of our buildings will be turned off, with water bottle filling stations installed in those buildings. In July and again in August, under Secretary Levine's authority, all individuals must wear a face covering. Students and teachers are encouraged to bring their own. However, we will have face coverings available for anyone who needs one. CDC recommended signage will be prominently displayed throughout the district buildings, displaying appropriate mitigation efforts: hand washing, face coverings, 6 feet of social distancing. Visitors to district buildings will be limited, with only essential visitors permitted to enter. The use of playground equipment will be prohibited this year. Whenever possible, outside areas for recess will be permitted. However, there won't be any sharing of items. Any and all items utilized during recess shall be disinfected before they're used again. Along those same lines, in a classroom, the sharing of items should be discouraged at all times. Additional resources will be provided for classrooms to ensure sharing does not occur. In the event that items must be shared, they will be disinfected prior to use by another student. The use of dirty and clean bins can and will be utilized for any classroom toys. Staggering movement throughout the day in those communal spaces will be utilized. Individuals will be directed to flow in a single direction. If student movement is needed, it will be coordinated as to limit the number of students in those spaces. The district will be limiting the number of students transported via district-provided buses to 24 students. Students will have to fill those buses from the back to the front to limit the risk of students walking past other students. All district buses will be disinfected between each run by utilizing those electrostatic sprayers. The district has installed plexiglass barriers in all main offices and nursing stations. In addition, whenever possible, virtual group events will be held. Any indoor event will be limited to no more than 25 people, with outdoor events being limited to 250 people. In addition to safety protocols, monitoring the health of our students and staff is a critical component to our health and safety plan. The district has secured 180 temporal no-touch thermometers, which will be used on students, staff, and any building visitors. Any individual entering a school building will be subject to a temperature check. Staff members will be required to self-monitor for symptoms, with all staff being required to report the existence of any symptoms to either the school nurse or their appropriate administrator. A committee of school district nurses will be convened to create a procedure for when teachers should contact the nurse to send the student to the health office. The district will be working in conjunction with public health officials to determine when a student or staff should be isolated or sent home and possibly referred for further health care. All buildings will have a designated quarantine area where an individual who is exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19 can go during the school day. My role as pandemic coordinator means that I will be working with the County Department of Health to assist in the event of an infection of a suspected individual. Any individual suspected or confirmed to have COVID-19 will be required to follow CDC guidance and protocols before returning to school. A student or staff member who is quarantined may not return until cleared by the Department of Health. An individual receiving a negative COVID-19 test does not clear them to re-enter the building after isolation or quarantine. Only clearance from the Department of Health will do so. The district will utilize the PDE recommendations for schools following identification of cases of COVID-19 in determining the educational plan, if the educational plan should be altered. In addition, I have been trained on contact tracing and will work with the Department of Health on any suspected or confirmed cases. Some other considerations for our students and staff are, again, per Secretary Levine's authority, universal masking is required by all individuals during the course of the day, with the exception of these things. When one is eating or drinking, when spaced at least 6 feet apart, when wearing a face covering creates an unsafe condition in which to operate equipment or execute a task, or at least 6 feet apart during a face covering break, which is to last no longer than 10 minutes. All individuals over the age of 2 are required to wear a face covering unless they have a medical or mental health condition of disability, which is documented in accordance with Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, or IDEA. Each building will have a COVID response team, which is set up to assist the pandemic coordinator with contact tracing. In addition, they'll be implementing best practices when dealing with a potential infected individual. As we begin the 2021 school year, we have used the following guiding principles to reopen school. Together, we can work through this challenging time and provide the finest educational programming while ensuring the safety of all students and staff. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck this year.